morning, everybody. It's great to see you today at the North Carolina Zoo in Asheboro, North Carolina, right smack dab in the heart of the state. My name is Steve. Way over there behind the camera is Megan, and we are at the Canine Champions for Conservation show. It was here last year. The zoo's 50th anniversary. Let's bring it back. Stunt Dog Productions' 25th anniversary, where this show kind of originated. And the second year in a row for this Canine Champions for Conservation show. And there's one of the dogs. Oh, here's Chris.
We decided we wanted to jump in on the intro, guys.
Training, and Alyssa over here. We can't wait for you all to see what they have planned for you. Stick around.
And right here at the North Carolina Zoo, our very own scientists have been using those sniffer dogs in Africa to locate gorilla feces. Those gorilla feces are actually being used to see if they can locate any genetic markers in the gorillas that might indicate diseases that they could carry. So if they find a cure for something like that, that means that dogs here at the North Carolina Zoo are actually playing an active role in saving wildlife. And I think that's pretty incredible. What do you guys think? Yeah.
And that's going on right now, as a matter of fact. We're taping this on June 2nd. We actually are working with some canines in Africa. Dr. Burgle, Dr. Cronin over there right now, literally
we could
doing
have put
that.
gorilla feces in there, I guess, but I didn't really want to have to train with that. So instead, in this first box, we have a little piece of wood which has been infused with the essential oil of birch, and that's the odor that our dog today has been trained to find. So the way this is going to work is I'm going to bring a dog out here, and he is going to go up and down these boxes and look for that odor. And once he thinks that he has found the correct scent, he is going to strike a super cute pose for you guys. At which time, if he strikes that pose at the right box, I want you guys to clap super loud for him to let him know that he did it right. All right, so to ensure that we have a real search today, I want to make sure that we place this box in a completely random location for every single show. So I'm going to need a little bit of audience participation. And you don't even know what I'm asking for yet. All right, well, just 1 second. We got it. So I'm going to need you to pick a number between 1 and 6, but we're going to avoid number 4 because everybody loves to pick number 4, and he started thinking it's always in spot 4. All right, so I already picked on you. What's your number between 1 and 6? 3? All right, good choice. We're going to put this in spot number 3, and let's meet our dog. This is a 4-year-old border collie. His name is Cinema. He is the best boy in the entire world.
Cinema was here last year.
I've had him ever since he was a little baby puppy. We've been together a long time, and he does love coming out here showing off his scent work, but what he loves even more is showing off his tricks. So he's going to come out here and do a couple tricks for you guys before we get started. If you guys see anything you like from him, feel free to clap for him. He loves the loud applause. So without any further ado, please welcome out Mr. Cinema.
That's right, we've got Cinema out here, and he is going to be warming up, doing some of his favorite doggy dancing moves. One of his favorite things in the whole world to do is dancing with his mom. Yeah, buddy, I love the applause. Now, if you saw our shows last year, big dog catch out of Cinema.
Drop the disc. Where'd the disc go? Oh, I found it.
Now, Cinema is going to show you guys what his alert behavior is. It's not the jumping, buddy. We've got to settle down a little bit. There we go. That's his alert behavior. When he thinks he has found the right spot, that is the behavior he is going to do. We are going to give him a free search. Let him go wherever he thinks it might be. I'll try to narrate, but guys, this can go really quick. And if he gets it right, I want you to give him a big round of applause. He runs straight to 4, 5, back to 3, 2. His nose deceived him. We have a double alert. Okay, he double-checked 3. He gave that twice. Great work, and thank you for that big round of applause for
Good job, Cinema.
Put your hands together for Blizzard.
This is Blizzard, everybody. Get this. She's a 2-time disc champion.
She is big. She is quick.
And what we're going to be demonstrating primarily here
our course in less than 12 and a half seconds.
is
what do you guys think
a
of
prey
Blizzard so
drive
far?
activity. Makes sense that she's
I agree.
amazing with the disc.
She is a really,
This is what we
really
want to
fun
see today.
dog.
This is all about the
We actually
prey
still have our time
drive.
left on our timer. 12.44 was her second lap
Ooh.
last night. Guys, I want to let you know the louder you cheer, the faster she will run.
And this is
once you
Blizzard.
get her ready, set, go. I want you guys to take off.
German
You can see that
Shepherd.
German Shepherd does not want to give up her prey once she's got it. She's going to use that prey drive to get some speed. Guys, get
And she's
loud. Ready, set, go! Look at those you see those single squads looking quick. You guys are cheering loud. We have a good time going.
Go, Blizzard, go!
We're into the home stretch. Don't lose that energy now. We need a good catch. And time.
Wow.
She blazed through the course in 12.31 seconds. Guys, one more time, make some noise for Blizzard.
Couple questions. I think it'd be kind of fun to ask. One is, where do the dogs come from? I mean, are they purpose bred? Do you go, I want that one, I want that one? What's the choice like?
Yeah, that's a great question. That's actually one of the biggest questions we get when we're talking with the general public doing our meet and greets. So the dogs in our family, most of them come from rescues and shelters and private adoptions from all over the country. We've been doing this for a while. We have a pretty good network. We've got a pretty good relationship with a handful of various rescues. We've even privately, with our training, the private training and obedience training side of what we do, we've worked a lot with rescues and shelters and humane societies throughout the country as well. So most of the dogs that we bring into our show, we hear about through our network. We tend to do behavioral evaluation and figure out their potential, what their interests are.
Okay.
And that's how we find a lot of our dogs.
How many of you, digital friends, do you have a rescue dog? Do you have a shelter dog? How many of you have one? Meg, you have one?
Yep.
Which one is
Thank
it?
you
Which
for
one
doing
is this?
that.
Which one is yours? A shelter dog?
Redbone Alley was a side of the road dog.
Wait a minute. Did you just say Redbone Alley?
It's a restaurant in South Carolina.
Free prop. Really?
Yeah.
How cool is that?
We like unique names here.
Yeah.
Yes.
So-
We've seen some of them, actually. We've heard some of them. That is so
and
cool.
Disney names. I do appreciate and approve of the Disney names.
Did
Yeah,
you
we have,
really?
we have a few princes. You guys don't actually get to see this. I have a cat at home that I adopted last year. His name is Prince Charming, too, to go along with that Prince
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Precious.
I love it.
name.
Thank you if you do, if you're out and about. So we appreciate you guys going and checking out the shelters and stuff. That's a pretty big deal. So it's a nice thing for you to be able to do. Second question. How do you, what's the better way, I don't know how the best way to say it. Pick?
Yeah.
What do you think?
How do you decide? Well, what do we really want to do? We want to know, how do they decide from how many dogs do you have?
15.
15
Yeah.
dogs? Who gets to come out on a daily basis? You've got
And
like
why?
3
Right?
different shows a day. And, I mean,
And why those dogs for those behaviors?
yeah. Who does what? How do you know?
So many questions.
So,
Okay, yeah, I can take this. So when a dog comes into our family, we first spend a little while, maybe a few months, evaluating what it seems like they're going to be best at.
Okay.
So we can test out things like playing Frisbee or playing agility or doing scent work or tricks or anything like that.
That's how Megan got her job.
I do tricks.
She's amazing at Frisbee.
So we spend a little bit of time evaluating what they're going to be good at.
Okay.
And then once we determine what they're going to be good at, then we train it up and polish it for a show.
wow.
And then we, at that point, have a select amount of dogs, and maybe each dog can fill 2 to 3 spots in the show.
Okay.
And that's not for sure. Some dogs
Sure.
only fill 1 spot, but most of them can fill 2 to 3. And then we start trying to see like which dogs need to go in which spots based on the breaks that they need and stuff like that. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, after every single show, we always check our dogs' paw pads to make sure they're feeling good. We do stretches with them daily, making sure that they're feeling good. Yeah.
That is so cool.
And then, about monthly or so, they get regular chiropractic and massage. So that's kind of our
Wait a
way
minute.
of
They get what?
chiropractic And massage.
We actually have an appointment
Yes.
this Monday. We're going
Can
down.
I
Yeah.
come with you?
You're
I
off.
know, right?
You're off.
Yeah.
But,
You could.
you know, keeping those pet professionals in their lives and then doing their daily stretches and physical body checks and stuff, you know, kind of keeps us very up to date over, you know, how everybody's feeling. If somebody has like tension in one side of their body or, you know, anything like that, if somebody ripped a paw pad, then we're always very on top of that stuff. We can pull that dog out of that spot and find a different dog who knows that skill to fill in.
And do please put your hands together for lemonade.
Here comes Lemonade. Oh my goodness. She's all over the place. This is Lemonade. Gonna do some freestyle flying disc work.
Frisbee moves.
Alyssa working with Lemonade. Whoa.
Now, Lemonade and every dog in our show. If you guys like something you're seeing out of them, if you think they're doing a great job, or if you just think that they are super cute, you can let them know by putting your hands together, raising your voice, making a little bit of noise. Nice. That was a
Wow.
double
Tough catch there.
Great work out of Lemonade. She is starting off strong. Now, Lemonade loves doing tricks. Leg weaves are one of her favorites, but sometimes that's not hard enough. She also likes to do
Going
those
backwards.
Showing off her rebounds, all that fast, quick athleticism, and lots of great catches out here. Alyssa's getting to show off some of her trick throws. Now, when we do competitions, you get more points for doing difficult releases like this. This is Alyssa's opportunity to show off some of her skill, while Lemonade showing off hers the entire time. Nice job getting that Frisbee down there, girlie. We're doing some flips under the legs, between the legs, every which way. And a big leg vault from Lemonade. Nice work. Now, in competition, accuracy matters just as much as difficulty. So we are going to see if Lemonade can catch 3 long-distance throws in a row all the way across our field. Wow, big leaping catch for throw
That's
number 1.
one.
Oh, tough throw, but she tracked it down. She's got it 2 for 2. She saved Mom there a little bit. Oh, that was a tough one. You know what they say though, 2 out of 3 ain't
Got on
bad.
the
Let's
skip.
hear it from Lemonade. Good work there.
Lemonade again
We're
working
gonna
with
show off some more of her tricks. We're doing some arm overs.
Alyssa.
Into another leg vault.
Ooh, big jump.
good try. And we are gonna end with Lemonade's newest trick. Good work, guys. One more time, please put your hands together for Lemonade.
That is awesome. That was fun. And one last thing before we take a little break ourselves. We have a lot of temperature criteria for our animals. Megan knows the temperatures very well. Megan and Nancy trained on the animals. Alyssa, you were saying that as it gets hotter here, we pull the animals off. Sometimes we're going to have to cancel a show from time to time, but it's not because of the air temperature.
Yeah, no, it's actually the turf temperature affects them a lot more than the air temperature. You know, every single dog might only be out here for like 2 minutes, you know, working hard in the heat, and they can typically handle that.
Yeah.
But if their feet are really hot in the process,
Yeah.
that is actually more prohibitive. So we have a temperature heat gun that we use to take the turf temperature and make sure that it's a safe temperature for the dog's paw pads. They can handle it pretty well all the way up until about 140, 145 degrees.
Wow.
That sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
But if you actually touch it, you know, you might touch the cement and it might feel warm. You might be surprised that that's actually like 130, 140 degrees.
Yeah.
You know, but once it gets above that, if actually what a good test that we can do is if you take the inside of your wrist right here and you put it on the turf, if that feels cool or if it feels tolerable to the inside of your wrist, then it is safe for a dog to walk on. So when you're taking your dog for like a walk down the sidewalk, yeah, if you feel just with the inside of your wrist, if you feel the sidewalk and if it makes you go like, ah,
Yeah,
you know, something like that, it is too hot for your dog's paw pads.
That's a good tip for
Wonderful
everybody.
tip.
Yeah. So
Wonderful tip.
we use that out here. You know, if it feels kind of like, if I take the temperature of the turf and it might be between 140 and 150, but then I put my wrist on it and I'm like, yeah, it doesn't feel too bad. It's not uncomfortable for me. Then we might still run a show. But you know, if it's 140 and I do that and yeah, it's hot and the air temp might be, you know, in the 85s to 90s, something like that. It's like, yep, that's too hot for our dogs. We want to make sure at that point that we're just playing it safe, keeping
Sure.
these guys comfortable.
No, they appreciate it. I know we appreciate it at the zoo too,
Yeah.
because that
Yeah,
animal
the
care
zoo has-
well-being, like you said.
The zoo has been super supportive of that. Yeah.
Gonna have some really fun jump out here. So guys, without any further ado, please make some noise for Renegade.
Here comes
We're gonna
Renegade.
get her warmed up, showing off some Frisbee skills.
Wow.
Showing
That's
off
a
some of her
warm-up?
leaping skills. Wow,
That's
you
a
guys can see
warm-up.
how she can fly.
So Chris was telling us that you see
Now,
those
if
little
Renegade
stockings on
completes a jump,
Renegade.
I'm
Those
gonna
just
ask
kind of
y'all what we
protect
should
the
do
wrists
next.
and
I
feet a
would
little
love it
bit.
if you yelled as loud as you can, go higher. But before we get there, we're gonna need Renegade to complete our warm-up jump of 36 inches.
What do y'all
Let's get
think?
her lined
Can
up.
Renegade make this? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think?
And she does.
Whoa, that was smooth.
Barely over that. She had to kick her little rear legs out just to make it. So guys, what should we do next? Yeah, there we go. We're starting to get some of that energy on this Sunday morning. That's what I like to hear. We're going to go up 4 inches. We are at 40 inches, the big 4-0. Now, I do want to mention
40
this bar,
inches.
It's not like jumping the fence at home. It is designed to get knocked off very easily for her safety. We're hoping to not see a knockdown here. Let's see if we can clear this 40-inch jump. And she does.
Renegade at
2 for 2
40
so far. Renegade,
inches.
so guys, what can we do next? That's right. We are going to go even higher.
Chris told us.
We are gonna go up
I'm going to go that
another 4 inches to 44 inches.
Renegade is a
I know
red
a few kids in the audience that
healer.
aren't quite that tall. Let's see if Renegade is going to be able to go 3 for 3 in our high jump challenge and clear that 44-inch jump. And
Almost looks like
she does.
Superman going over
Great
that.
work. So guys,
Superwoman.
with 44 inches complete,
Just
you
she's
think
a
we should
female.
stop there? Now, what should we do next? That's right. We're going to go up to our final jump height, 48 inches.
48. Digital friends, what do you think?
We're going to be going up to our
48
final jump height of 48 inches. That is double the highest standard agility jump. Oh my gosh, she had
man.
room to spare. That was incredible. Guys, one more time, please put your hands together for Renegade.
Oh, what a great catch. Alyssa caught Renegade. Woo.
So, my question, well, how do I get my dog to do some of this stuff, right? Just kidding. He's very slow and very low motivation, so I don't think he'd be doing any of this. He likes to lay around home, and he's an only child. Well, we have 2 cats, but he rules the roost, basically. But you guys were talking about bringing the dogs in from the rescues or from wherever y'all are able to find them into your pack.
Yeah.
These are, you said 15 dogs back here? They're yours?
Yeah, no, they're all ours. They're our babies. We know every single one of these dogs inside and out. We spend every waking moment with them, so yeah, we know them very well. And
Are there any sleeping moments?
yes, actually,
With 15?
yeah.
Occasionally.
A snuggle time in there.
So, we actually evaluate every single dog very, very closely. We might get a rescue that reaches out to us and says, like, hey, I think we have a dog who would be phenomenal for what you guys do, and we might be having trouble getting this dog adopted out to, like, a normal family. It's got too much energy or, whatever the case may be for a home like that. So the 3 primary things that we start with are the dog has to be very, very safe with people, dogs, and cats. We actually have 2 cats too. So
Oh, wow.
Yes,
Do they do any tricks?
They
At home.
They do. Yes.
Oh.
They do. They're kind of adventure cats. They're harness and leash trained, and we like to go on adventures with them and do fun stuff with them.
That's
too.
fun.
I'm hearing a whole other episode. But that's for another day.
Yeah, right? Yeah, cat training is our secret talent, I guess. Yeah, but they have to be safe with those 3 things, and that's the primary, is they can't be like a bite risk for people, dogs, or cats. And The next thing is, are they confident with people, dogs, and cats? You know, and also environments and loud noises and stuff like that. A lot of people have dogs at home that, you know, they might hear a big boom outside and react really strongly to that. And, you know, we can't have that in here because there's loud music playing, there's people on microphones.
There's kids screaming.
Yeah, absolutely. There are kids screaming. There might be kids like reaching over the fence. These are live animals.
Yeah.
And absolutely anything can happen. They're not only live animals, but it's also a live audience. You never know what can happen.
We're fortunate. We have a digital audience.
Yeah. I mean, we've had it before where a kid snuck under, got away from mom, and, you know, came right out. And
became part of the show.
Absolutely. Yes, that has happened more than once. It's just a part of the job, really. And you have to know how to handle situations like that on the fly. So we need dogs who can handle basically anything that is thrown at them. You know, lots of travel can't be a kind of thing that stresses them out, because we travel a lot. They need to be able to work, you know, several times a day for many days in a row. That's another thing that we look for. And, you know, so these are dogs that often have been very unsuccessful in a pet home. So,
Interesting.
Because the traits that make them great for this life make them miserable to live with as just like a sleepy dog in your living room. Right?
So it's the end of the show. This is what happens at the end of the show. You enjoyed the show? That's amazing. Now you get to meet some of these amazing canine athletes. Come down, visit with them, give them a scratch, give them a pet, talk to Chris, talk to Alyssa, ask a question or two if you'd like. But another little incentive, shall we say, to bring you to reminder this free experience at the North Carolina Zoo, the Canine Champions for Conservation. Well, one last little question for you. So the guests kind of have an idea. What would you say, what are the goals of a show like this? What's kind of the main thing you put forward?
That's a great question. So, I mean, obviously, we want to put on a good show. We want to entertain
the
audience.
Yes.
Thank you. And we want to be educational along the way, but our top priority is always our dogs' safety and well-being.
Oh, there you go.
Physical and emotional well-being. We want to make sure that these dogs are living great lives, that we aren't asking them to do things that they don't want to do. So a lot of times, for example, we'll have people request a certain dog during a meet and greet. And a lot of our dogs don't want to do meet and greets. They don't really like people. They don't like strangers. They might be overwhelmed. And so it's our responsibility to advocate for those dogs.
Sure.
We only bring out dogs that like people. And even if they like people, it can still wear on them to have to do it day in and day out, day after day. So we make sure that we rotate dogs, right?
I would say most of our dogs actually like people too much.
That's true.
And they might be too excitable, and we need to also choose dogs who are calm in front of children, and so we can't risk knocking
kind of stay with and everything else.
But that leads into also why we modify some shows. If we know that the conditions aren't conducive to our dogs feeling comfortable for 20 minutes while we're doing a show, we're going to alter things so that we can still try to put on a good, safe show where everybody's feeling happy and everybody's feeling good. I think that's probably our number one goal. We want to put on a good show for y'all. We want to be informative with y'all, and we want to make sure first and foremost that we are taking care of our animals.
That sounds kind of like us. We want to put on a good show. We want to be safe, and we want.
I don't know, that air hike episode we did was kind of risky.
Let's bring that back. Very cool. You have to come see the show. Canine Champions for Conservation. It's free, right?
Yeah.
Tuesday through Sunday. Monday is a break day.
Correct.
Unless it's holiday. And that's only one more of those coming up.
On weekdays, we are 11 and 1.
11 and 1. Two
On
shows.
Saturdays and Sundays, like today's the Saturday that we're filming, 11, 1, and 2:30.
Yeah. Unless we have the temperature concerns. So just be aware of that. Early morning, always much, much better for that. So thank you guys. So your Zoo Adventures today, all about the dog show, the dog presentation here, Canine Champions for Conservation. Come check it out today. My name is Steve. I'm educator at the zoo. Who are you?
Megan.
Who's behind the camera? And we had Chris and Alyssa with the show today. Thank you all so very much for coming out today.
Thank you.
Come to the show. Stay safe. Hope to see you again soon. Bye, y'all.